Hey, welcome to another edition of Faulkner Fixes All. And today we're going to run through how to convert a Mr. Heater portable propane heater to a larger tank using a little hose you can buy. These heaters are, let's just face it, they suck. And this is why. That's all the fuel you have. There's one over here on this side too. But that's all the fuel you have on this. 2 little 1-pounders. And what's that supposed to do? Like heat a bird's nest somewhere? Anyway, so today we're going to do a quick run through how to convert your Mr. Heater, which might be called a Little Buddy Heater now, but back in the day it was called a Mr. Heater. And we're going to convert it to a larger tank, a 20-pound tank, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, let's do it. Alright, so back in the day when propane was first around, they first started using it, people were trying propane on all kinds of stuff, and they were blowing up the world. And people were trying it on carburetors that weren't jetted right. They just tried it on everything. They thought it was great, and they blew up a lot of stuff. So what the propane industry did was they made this fitting left-hand thread, which was probably pretty smart. Okay, so we're going to put this in. We're going to make sure this is off. Okay, that's off. And we're going to put this in left-hand thread. This tank has been sitting a long time, and I don't think anybody in their right mind would refill this tank for me, so I'm just going to use it till it's done and then try to scrap it somewhere. So fill it all the way in, pull it all the way in until it's tight. Leave this off for now. And take your Little Buddy heater and take out the useless 1-pound, extremely useless empty propane container. What are you going to do with that? Not much. It's empty anyway. But this end of it is right-hand thread. So then make sure that's off. And then pop this in here. Now you'll hear a little sound of gas escaping or air, and that's okay. That means this is pressurized, but you only hear it when this is on. So for now, we're going to push this in, and it goes in right-hand thread. It doesn't really want to start unless you push the hose in too, and then this goes in. Push the hose in and start that little brass fitting. Now why they didn't make this left-hand thread also, I don't know. Make sure that's tight. Make sure this is tight, left-hand tight, which is counterclockwise. Okay, so we got it hooked up. We're gonna put this somewhere, even though it's empty, we'll put it over here. Okay, we're gonna turn this on. All right. And so there's a little lever here, a little knob. It's in the off position. So if you're just setting this up for the first time, there's going to be air in here, and you got to purge it. And you got to do this a number of times, or you can purge it here by disconnecting this several times, in and out, in and out, in and out, and it purges it with this valve open. Probably not recommended, but I had to do it a while ago. And it purges the air out of this line. Or you're going to be doing this a lot. Okay, so here we go. Push it down, turn it to pilot, and it came on, which is good. Now I had to do that several times. So I'm going to hold it down. I'm holding it down now. And I'm waiting for this little pilot light to heat up this little red rod in there. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah. There's a little rod in there, and you have to hold this down. You have to keep it down, and you have to heat up that little red rod. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. It's getting hot. Okay, it's still okay. So it's kind of glowing now. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to turn it, let it up, and then turn it. You have to let it up and then kind of push it down a little bit and turn it at the same time. There. So you have to kind of let that up and turn it back. It's tricky. And there we go. So that's one quadrant lit. On medium, it only lights one. If you turn it to high, it lights both. So we'll go through that again because this knob is kind of tricky. And for added heat, there's a little button here. A little red button in there. And if you have batteries that are good, you can turn that on. And the heat blows out. But those batteries last about 40 minutes maybe. They're not very... There's just some D cells in there. Alright, so we're going to turn it off and we're going to try it again. Okay, so this is on. Check, check, check. We push this down and hit to pilot. Now, if you're just setting this up for the first time, you're going to have to purge air out of this system a lot. So we push this down until that little thing starts glowing red in there. The blue flame is heating it up, telling you, okay, I can do it now. Okay, so we let this up, and then we push it down just a little bit, and it allows us to get it over here. It's kind of tricky. It has a little catch. And it doesn't usually do much for a second until you get it going here. There we go. Let's try it. Woo! Okay. That's good. Alright, so now you know how to do it. Like I say, you might have to purge this line a little bit. And I'll show you how to do that. Well, I'll tell you how to do it. Let me shut this off. Okay, so here's how you purge the line. With this on, you stick this in here a few times, and you can hear it. You hear the propane escaping and the air. And probably shouldn't do it with that hot, but that's how you get the air out of the line. And let's just go through this one more time. And okay, press down, pilot's on. You wait a few seconds, probably about 30 seconds if you haven't ran it a long time. If it's not long enough, when you let off the pilot goes off. It senses that little indicator in there, little sensor, is not red hot. So this one's still good. So I let it off, and I'm not able to turn this right here until I push this down a little. And then I can turn it. And there it goes. It's on high. Fan on. And this will get red hot and heat up. And great. Now I can warm a mouse nest or a bird's nest. Yeah. Okay, so Faulkner fixes all. Thanks for tuning in. It's the only channel that matters. Hope this has been helpful. Hope people don't freeze to death out there. And, you should probably get a better propane tank. One with an actual date on it that's good. Okay, have a good day.